And welcome back to this episode of Wot'cha Cooking Fast Forward. And of course, Parim, you're back once again. Thank you so much. I see a dough roller.
Yes.
So we've got to be cooking something with dough today.
I know.
So what's the theme for this very episode?
It's going to be Turkish.
Ooh.
Do you like Turkish food?
I've never really had much Turkish food in my life actually. So it'd be interesting to learn some. So what's so unique about Turkish food?
Okay, so you add a lot of spices, which is really nice. And most of the Turkish food comes with lamb dish. So
Ooh,
I thought it
I
would be
like
quite
that.
interesting. So I've not done lamb dish before, Wot'cha cooking. So I want to show some skills in lamb dish.
Create some
Yes,
variation.
that's right.
And of course, today we have a very good friend of yours. I heard she looks like a Bollywood actress, but I cannot pronounce the name.
Her name is Joanna
Joanna
Gow.
Gow. And
Yes.
she is a
Optimist.
optopist. Let's give a big applause. Come on. I see her. She looks like the
Hi, guys.
Right.
Hi, Joanna.
That is not true. Come on.
True lah. Where got not true? Like, oh, she come out, the shining come out.
Whoa.
Are you familiar with cooking Turkish food?
No, but I'm familiar with eating Turkish food, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
I never really had a
Yeah.
chance to. I'm not sure where. I mean, there's quite a lot of eating places in Singapore, but I really haven't.
Yeah, but I'm from Melbourne, and in Melbourne there's a big Turkish community. So they do. I've eaten a lot of different types of Turkish food.
Oh, I like Melbourne. I've been there for 6 months. Yeah, Victoria Street, Chapel Street.
Yeah.
Caulfield. I know.
Oh my
Yeah,
But
and
now we can
they
travel, right?
definitely have a lot of Turkish cuisine.
So you are orthoptist.
An orthoptist, yes, that's right.
Orthoptist, sorry.
Not to be
orthopedic,
confused with optometrists, not to
Yes.
be confused with orthopedics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Orthoptist.
Orthoptist.
So what do you actually do?
So we deal with specifically with eye muscle disorders. So anyone with problems with their eyes, sometimes patients complain of double vision, difficulty seeing. We deal with muscles inside and outside the eyes.
Usually common cases in Singapore like lazy eye.
Exactly, yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
it's
right.
always about the routine checks to create certain exercise routines for them to
That's
strengthen the
right.
muscle.
Yeah. So that's exactly one of the things that we do. We
Very
give
smart.
eye
He's
exercises.
getting smarter
yeah.
and smarter for every
Any way to make like small eyes bigger?
That one you have to go to oculoplastic. It's a different department.
All right. So really interesting stuff. We'll
Yeah.
ask you a little bit more,
Sure,
especially some of the
sure,
common
yeah.
trends in Singapore
Yeah.
that you are actually experiencing. But today it's all about Turkish flavor.
Yep.
So I always
And you like
to
it,
test,
isn't it? Do you like Turkish food?
Oh, I
isn't
love it. Yeah, one of my
Okay, good.
favorites.
So,
Yeah,
so that
definitely.
means when she gets the ingredients, confirm correct lah.
Correct. Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to test you.
Oh,
huh?
I don't
Yes.
know, let's
First
see,
up,
let's
we
see.
have, what's this?
Tomato puree.
Right.
Very good. I thought she would just say ketchup, but tomato puree.
Okay, I didn't tell her. Okay, I didn't tell her the
There's
recipes
different
at all. She
I know
doesn't
she,
know.
and because I also don't know what's recipe. Okay, this one we know lah, olive oil.
Olive
so I'll skip
oil,
it.
yeah.
Yep.
All right, black pepper, we have it. Okay, now this is my favorite part. Every time when they guess spices, what this?
I need to smell it.
Yep,
Okay,
please go ahead.
Big one.
Cumin.
Oh,
Yes.
cumin. Oh,
Yeah.
this is quite.
Cumin powder, that's
All
right.
right,
We
I'm
use it
gonna
in
let
Indian
you
cooking
on
as
this
well.
one.
This one is interesting. Oops, sorry. I'm not sure.
What-
Coriander powder?
Coriander, that's right.
Okay.
She's the first
Very
one.
good.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
the
yeah.
first one that
Yeah.
gets you correct.
I know.
I would just say curry powder again.
These spices
okay,
are
red onion,
Yep.
Yep.
red pepper.
Yep.
Okay, now this one. What is this?
Coriander.
Coriander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the same?
No.
Oh.
Is it not the same?
You can
looks
smell
like-
it.
It's a herb.
It's
can
part
see
of the
that.
herbs, yeah.
Parsley?
Yes, that's right.
Is
Yeah.
it Italian or English parsley?
It's just Italian parsley.
Italian
Flat parsley,
parsley.
basically.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
more like a garnish. Or,
Yeah.
All right, and the last one will be the main of the day, lamb.
Yes.
Lamb, the star of
Oh,
the
one of my
dish, yes,
favorite
the lamb.
red meat.
Correct.
Red
So
meat,
it has
yeah.
a
Yeah,
gamey
yeah.
flavor, but you
Yeah.
can manage.
Exactly.
So can you guess what
Delicious.
the recipe you use? What's the name of the dish?
Are you making some sort of a kofta? Like a
Wow, that will be nice as
a
well.
meatball or something?
Close, really close.
Okay.
But we're
Or a
gonna
kebab?
make.
A kebab? No.
I know it's
No,
not.
come on, usually the meats are all sliced up. Like
Yeah.
this.
Right, yeah,
that's
so it's
true,
a
that's
minced
true.
one.
What-
So
what's
quite
the
close
name?
for the
Yeah,
kofta.
yeah.
It's called cheese Turkish lamb pide.
Pide.
Ah, yeah, pide.
Pide.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Pide. I thought
yeah.
Pide-
I call it
Pide is
cheese.
the soccer player.
Yeah.
So I call it cheat because I've modified to make it quick and easy within our 30 minutes, time frame that we have, and it tastes like Pide.
All right, so this is something they're going to be able to do at home within 30
Interesting.
minutes. And we
Yes.
have a bit of dough. I don't know what it's going to be for, but I
Yeah.
think we'll find out in a short while's time.
In a short while, yes.
So
Okay.
we're going to get your hands dirty right now.
Sure, we've
You've
all
washed
washed
your
our
hands?
hands, so
Yes,
they're all
we washed
clean.
it.
Very good. All right, all good.
Yes.
Well trained. Okay, so I'm going to just heat up the frying pan.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
so
bring
that
it.
we'll start off with actually frying the
lamb.
lamb. So
Okay.
we'll season it, fry it nicely. That will be the topping. It's really important. So you can just pour about half a tablespoon.
How about
Sure.
tablespoon?
Yeah,
Estimate.
just
You look like a expert in cooking already. Do you cook often?
Look, I don't really cook often because I work full time, but I try
you
to
can
when I
just
can when I do have the
So
free time.
this kind of a
Yeah.
cooking format is going to work for people like you
Yeah.
because it is fast forward. It means
Yeah,
once
that's
you get right
exactly.
home,
you just leave
Yeah.
it there.
less than 30 minutes, you're
not
ready
yet.
to enjoy. Oh, not the
No,
not
no,
the
no,
lamb
no,
yet,
no,
huh?
not yet.
Not
Also,
yet.
always
Okay.
the
So
spicers. And okay, let's
Yeah,
just get around.
swirl the thing. Yes, yeah.
Yep.
Make sure the oil is hot first before you throw in anything. So it's quite important. Okay, so
Yep.
I want it to be moderate high heat,
Okay.
so that we can cook the meat quite fast.
All right.
If not,
Okay.
it will take a bit longer.
Okay.
And I know if you don't like lamb, for those, you can always have minced chicken. And you need to put a bit more seasoning in that, which I'll be showing you. But lamb, I like it. It's quite nice. It has a very
Base
aromatic
flavor
flavor,
to
very
it,
flavored.
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I haven't
So-
had lamb for a long time.
So
Onion
it's a
first.
sorry, again?
Fry the onions.
It's a chopped onion, one small one, chopped onion,
Okay.
and you just throw in.
So does it have to be red onions or?
I prefer red because I think it tastes nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit more flavorful.
Onion is always smelling.
Yeah.
So you can wait for it to
Very aromatic.
caramelize, just brown, a bit
Sure.
translucent.
And like you
then-
always say, onions are great antioxidant. And
Yes,
They are.
indeed.
anti-inflammatory.
Yeah.
Yes,
Is
it
it
is.
good for
yeah.
the eyes?
It really is. Antioxidants are very good for the eyes. Yes,
So
definitely.
it's always good
Yeah.
to eat it.
Yes.
Okay. So now
So
the lamb.
now the lamb.
Oh, so fast.
Sure.
I was
So
Alright.
put all the lamb in.
Yeah, all the lamb, and just
Yep.
make sure that it's chopped up nicely.
Thank you.
Okay, so what you can do is we can start adding our spices. Okay, so cumin
Okay.
and
I'm gonna
coriander,
help her with the spices
Yeah.
so she get busy.
half a
Okay.
teaspoon of each.
Half a teaspoon.
Yep.
Something
A
like that.
little bit lesser. Okay,
And-
yeah, that will be fine.
So precise.
Just like
Yeah.
that. Yep.
Yeah.
I just-
So some of them don't like
Oh.
cumin powder a lot, so you can actually reduce the cumin powder. I'm fine with it. I like that. So half a teaspoon will be just nice. Yeah,
How about
and
the
half a teaspoon
coriander
of
powder?
coriander as well. Same.
All right. So
Yeah.
you can really, with your style of cooking, Parim, all this while, it's always been with spices. So you get a lot of aromatics in
Yeah,
the air.
exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's
You
like a
can-
nice wake up when you come back from like a days of long work, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Pinch of salt.
A pinch.
And it's very aromatic.
Aha! I always like to do.
It's already smelling amazing.
Yeah. Pinch of salt.
Pinch of
He
salt.
always likes to do that.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
So how do we know that the lamb is done well?
Okay. So we want the liquid to evaporate. So it needs to be dry. If not, it's going to soak up on the on the dough. We don't want that to happen.
And it does give off quite a bit of liquid there, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I'm quite surprised
so-
because I think it's the onion and the lamb together, the combination.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
possibly,
it will evaporize very fast because in the high heat.
Yeah.
Okay. So once it's getting a bit drier, then we can add the tomato puree.
All right. So it
Okay.
looks like it's nicely evaporated really
Yes,
fast.
that's right. Yeah. And now you can add on 1 tablespoon of
Okay.
tomato puree.
I'm gonna help
You're
you
gonna
with the
do it?
sauces
Okay,
so
great.
you don't burn
Yeah.
the lamb.
Sure.
This is how families cook together.
Yeah. But nice.
Right, one teaspoon? Just
1 tablespoon.
One
Yeah.
tablespoon?
Okay.
Can if I like it saucier? No. Oh, but because the dough is going to soak up later.
Yeah, right.
All right.
So you want to dry it up. Mix it
Okay.
very well, 1 to 2
Sure.
minutes, let it cook. And then lastly, we're going to throw in capsicum. And I want that to cook. So
Capsicum and red peppers, just different
the same,
terms, right?
it's the
It's
same.
actually
Yeah,
the same thing, isn't
it's
it?
the same thing, yeah. It's a red
I'm a bit
pepper.
lazy, I'll just say red pepper. All
So, so in the traditional way, they normally bake it. And so what they do is they make the dough and put the filling in between,
Okay.
and then throw in the capsicum. After that, they bake it, and it takes about an hour of what
But
close.
this is like the cheat method.
It's the cheat method, yeah.
Because we're going to
Yeah.
give you that fast forward method.
Right.
So not exactly the traditional style.
Yeah.
But many times we tweak the formula so that busy people like
Yes.
our adoptist over here. Yeah.
I noticed the way that you cut the capsicum
Yep.
is just very simply sliced like that.
Yes.
You don't have to chop it into
No,
small
you don't need
pieces
to.
or anything.
It also looks nicer.
Less time
Yeah, the reason why I
consuming,
did that is I like to get the red color on
Yeah,
the.
exactly. It looks
Yeah,
good
if
like
it's
that.
chopped it up,
It would
you
look
can't
like
really see
a
that
bit like a
yeah.
Turkish pizza.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So let it cook a little
So I'll
while,
just leave
and then
it
it's
to cook.
done.
You were
And
saying
then
that you were in Melbourne.
Yes.
Are you currently residing in Melbourne and back because of, the pandemic
No,
situation,
I'm
or-
actually from Melbourne, but I moved to Singapore quite a long time ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I now live in Singapore and work here.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're originally staying in Melbourne.
Yes,
you probably
that's
grew
right.
up
Yeah.
there, lah.
Yes,
Ah,
yes,
Is there a different
yes.
environment? We don't have like cold and extremely hot summers.
Oh
right?
yeah, I miss that. I miss it so much. The cold weather and yeah, but it is extreme. Like
Yeah.
it does get extremely hot in summer and yeah, pretty cold in the winter.
okay, so we're almost there. Okay, so we can
Okay.
actually switch off,
Okay.
and we will move on to making the.
The dough.
That
okay.
dough.
I'm going to help with the dough. So I'm
Yeah.
going to wash
It's
my
off.
hands.
Okay.
I like the dough. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
how do you make the base?
Okay,
of the
so
dough?
the dough is really, really easy. Normally, the traditional turkey dough, you have to add yeast in it. So we're not going to do that. So it's just self-raising flour. The self-raising flour normally has bicarbonate powder already, so it will have a raising effect a little bit, a bit of salt and all. So it's really very easily available in the market. So what I did is I took 100 grams of flour, 1 tablespoon of oil, and 50 ml of water. Just mix it together and
So it's
becomes a
just
dough
three
like that.
ingredients.
That's it.
Yes,
That's
very
it. And a pinch
super
of salt.
easy, yeah.
A pinch
And it
of
sounds
salt.
like
Yeah,
really
and
nice.
do you have to let it sit for a certain amount
No,
of time?
you don't need
or-
to dust it at all.
So it's basically just
Wow.
add it in, mix it together, roll it
Yeah.
up, and
So
That's
what we're
very
going to do
simple.
is, okay, so get it into a ball and cut it into half. We want 2 parts of it. Using a
spatula.
no.
Whatever
All
works.
right.
It
Okay.
works the same
Yeah, okay,
way.
that's fine.
We
Okay,
use
so I'll show you the first one.
Yep.
So a traditional Turkish dough will be in oval shape.
Oval shape,
Okay.
okay. You can
So,
try
but you
rolling
can
it. Sure.
you can be innovative. You can have a small pockets of round ball. Shape of circle. But I'll do a traditional one.
Okay.
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 So the main
And-
purpose why we have the dough on is so that it actually doesn't get overly sticky.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to bring this aside so
Okay.
the viewers get a better view.
Right. Okay. So you just place it over here, and then,
Or just
Very
roll
easy.
it over. So it's a therapeutic session.
Well,
actually.
yeah,
Sometimes, you
it's quite stress
Okay.
Instead of
relieving.
using
Yeah.
a stress
and,
ball.
Yeah.
and try not to over knead it because it becomes a bit,
So there should be some thickness when
yeah.
it comes to
Because
oval shape.
this one I'm going to pan fry it, so I don't want it too thick, so it takes longer to pan fry. So I'm going to have it,
Okay, so
you
when
know,
I
like
pan fry
about half a centimeter.
the thickness.
Thickness.
When I fry this, you can.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right. So we heat up the pan and
Warm
we add a bit of oil.
Okay, let me mix it. And while we are at it now, you get to roll yours while I have my ready made.
Oh, no flour.
Wow, wow. You can take a look at how it looks like. It's like a little flat bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's about half an mm in
It,
thickness.
it reminds me a bit of the Indian naan
Yeah,
as well.
it does.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
does. Yes, it does.
Okay, so when it's hot, then I place it in.
Just place it in. Yeah.
Let's hear the sizzle.
And you need a bit of oil so it
No,
gets a bit
Caesar.
of crispy on top. Yeah. And let that, you can increase the temperature. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it up. a
So
little.
simple as that. That's ready.
How many seconds on each side?
Until it becomes brown. So it takes about 3 minutes.
She's really
for-
quite good at this one.
There
Yeah,
you
she's
go.
pretty good.
All right, I'm gonna shift
Done.
this
Yeah.
a little bit to the side. Oh, you can hear the sizzle now.
Okay, you want to do that
I'm gonna
over there
do-
itself?
Doesn't take
Yeah.
much skill,
Great.
guys.
Just gonna
Just
do-
rolling a dough.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, but there's a difference. Ours is really looking like a
yeah.
naan.
But she's good.
Yeah. And mine is like a flat bread.
Yeah.
So you can actually
Yeah.
just move it around, make sure that the heat is nicely spread. So I'm just really curious while the bread is cooking and the dough is cooking, what are some of the common problems that you see in young people and Singaporean children nowadays?
Well, in Singapore, obviously, we all know that myopia is a big issue. Another problem that comes up very often as well is children with a lazy eye, or what we call amblyopia, which is actually caused by, can be caused by a number of things. One of it is strabismus, which is a misalignment of the eyes.
It's
Strabismus.
like real business.
Yeah, that's the medical term, but
Okay.
basically in layman's terms, it's a misalignment of the eye, whereby you have a weak eye muscle that causes your eye to either drift, inwards or drift outwards. So you might see children where one eye is looking straight and the other eye is drifting.
So it's something like this.
Wow,
Am I right? Am I doing right?
that's what it
So
looks
that's one
like.
sample that you
Yes.
see very common, true. And some of the telltale signs that you actually notice will be
Yeah, so what parents should look out for is if their children tend to turn their head to one side or when watching TV, or they tend to close one eye. Or even tilting their head, squeezing the eyes. All these are telltale signs that there could be an issue. And it's very important to get it addressed early. So they should actually take them, as soon as they see such things, take them to an eye doctor to get it checked.
Because remember, parents' time is of the essence. Early intervention is always the easiest way because the muscle is
That's right.
developing.
Exactly.
Right? Once we reach a certain age.
Yeah, so there is a critical age whereby these issues need to be addressed, after which, it remains like that for the rest of their life.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
Now that the dough is ready, I'm going
It's
to ask you
ready.
later on some of the ways they can identify, like look at the mirror or something. But let's go into
Sure.
the food again.
Yeah, it's hot.
Wow, potato.
Looks so good.
Okay,
Right.
so let's.
And
Do you want to put it?
so while I'm doing that, kind of like heat up the lamb so that it would be nice to have a hot lamb on it.
Still
So
smell
can
the
we just
flavor.
brush some olive oil on top of the,
Sure.
All right. So let's get our eye doctor. Do they call you an eye doctor?
We get that called that quite often because we work very closely with the eye doctors, so who are actually the ophthalmologists.
Oh.
Yeah, so we are the orthoptists, and we work hand in hand with them. So we see the same patients. We see them first. We do all the preliminary tests before the patient actually sees the doctor. Yeah.
Oh, look at how nice and golden the dough is now. And then we're going to bring in some. All right, let's bring it over. Really nice flavor. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
And then just have it right.
and then just press it.
Oh, press it down so that
Yep.
it sets nicely.
It sets nicely. And what I did is I left the capsicum aside so that I top it up later.
Making me hungry.
Makes you hungry.
What's the
Yes.
name of the recipe again?
Pide.
It's a pide.
It's a cheat lamb pide.
Wow, I can imagine.
A cheat.
Is it okay if I add some cheese on it?
You can, yeah.
Really nice and fluffy.
Do you want me to put some, Parim?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
gonna plate it up nicely. Then
And
we're gonna have half and half.
yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to spurk up with coriander and parsley.
It's like a bruschetta.
Apparently, it's supposed to be pronounced bruschetta.
Bruschetta.
Ben can't wait.
Have one.
Sure.
then you-
Parim, would you
no,
like to?
please.
No
Okay,
worry.
my
Fine,
guest,
have the
yeah.
big slice. So,
I know.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Good day, mate.
Good day,
Let's
mate.
enjoy a fantabulous
Pide.
pide.
Yeah.
Let's take a big bite.
Cheers. Oops, I forgot about the mic.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's a bit messy, but that's the fun of it.
oh, very fragrant.
Oh,
Very
the
light.
flavors.
Yeah.
And the herbs
Yep.
as well. It
Yeah.
gives it a
It
very
gives-
fresh.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. For those of you joining us, this is our very first recipe for today. Coming up next is something more, so stay tuned with us right here on Wot'cha Cooking. Fast forward. and welcome back to Wot'cha Cooking Fast Forward. Is this a good exercise?
Oh, no, it's not. Please do not
This would
do
be
that
better.
at home.
Oh, so we don't exercise that way. Huh? It's
That
bad
didn't
for
come
your-
from me, you know.
Okay, bad for your eyes.
No,
Children
no.
don't learn this at home.
No.
Okay, so we had a really nice first recipe.
Yes.
Yes.
that
Bursting
was-
flavors as you bite on and on. It's quite addictive, actually, I must say.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
yeah.
do you feel about it?
Oh, I'm very satisfied.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it was
great.
great.
Good,
Yeah,
thanks.
I'll
So-
definitely be trying that at home.
Try
Happy
cooking
to
it
hear
at
that.
home. Less than
Yes.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Great way to enjoy
I know.
right?
Yeah.
Now, before we dive into the second recipe, many people have, asked us what an orthoptist does. What's the kind of work that you do, You working with
That's right,
the
yes.
professional eye doctors, optometrists. So it's a complementing.
That's right.
It's
yeah,
quite
we work-
amazing, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
no, I've not known about this profession, and when I got to know her, she was talking about that. I was like, wow,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
amazing.
It's, it's something very niche, and there's only a handful of us in the whole country.
Oh,
Wow.
And
Wow.
and we're very
smart
specialized.
job choice.
Wow.
Yeah, and then of course with the eye problems coming, the new cosmopolitan
Yeah.
setting,
Yes.
mobile phones. We're gonna touch on that
Exactly.
one which we are diving into
Sure,
the recipe.
yep.
So, Parim, what's coming up next?
Well, we are going to do some corn and feta salad.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
salad.
yeah, it's
I
a
like feta.
salad.
Oh, feta cheese
Yeah.
is I had it for the very first time in my life when I was in Melbourne more than like
Oh
15
yeah,
years
I mean
ago.
it's very, very readily available in Melbourne,
Yeah.
and I love it because it's salty.
Salty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and-
it's it's lower in fat content as well compared to other cheeses.
Yeah, yeah.
So and lots of Mediterranean food like to include that, and Turkish food love feta cheese.
Correct.
You
And one
can't
cool
make
thing about being in Melbourne is that, in the big supermarkets, they actually have salad bars that you can buy.
That's right.
Yeah,
easily.
yeah,
But in Singapore, we
exactly.
don't have this
Not-
culture.
yeah.
So
yeah.
if you are someone who wants a quick fix, especially for you, if you miss those salads,
Yes.
Yeah.
Parim is going to bring in action. So
Yeah.
let's share the
The
ingredients.
ingredients.
Okay, it's
Amazing.
really, really simple. So we're gonna corn is actually pretty available in in Turkey. So they like to actually use roasted corn, but it's quite tedious for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a canned corn. Normally it's brine in Singapore. So what we do is we drain it out. Or rinse it under water. Make sure that the water, the salt water is drained as much as possible, and just leave it here.
I use frozen sweet corn. Is it
Yeah,
okay?
you can do that, but you just need to defrost it,
Yeah,
so it's
that's
a bit
only
crunchy.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is already like the texture
I
is like
find the
natural
frozen
corn.
one defrosts very quickly
Yep.
if you just put it in hot water.
Ah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
and it's already
Yeah.
defrosted
There you
very
go.
quickly.
You can do that
Yeah,
as well.
and then strain
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So
Okay.
there's an easy available
Yeah.
ingredient. Next up
Right.
again, we have
And we have parsley chopped.
Parsley.
Okay, so about 2 tablespoons of parsley. We have spring onion, 1 stalk of spring onion, and you just chop it up.
okay.
Then we have half of chili sliced nicely. I de-seed it because if you want it to be spicy, you just leave the seed.
Hamster food.
Hamster food. This is called. Okay, guess.
Okay, let me smell it.
Oh, she used everything by smell. huh?
Yes. I told you.
How
it has to
interesting,
smell.
right? The eye
Yes.
doctor doesn't use the eye. But use the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Is it fennel?
That's right.
Really?
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
fennel
that
seed.
smell
Yeah.
it?
Yep.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know.
I thought so.
I mean,
It's
it's a very strong aroma, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
Indians actually use this
Yes.
as a breath freshener.
Yeah, breath freshener.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you just eat it like
yeah,
that?
yeah. It
You can
freshens your
have-
breath after.
And normally it's like sometimes
meal.
it's coated with a bit. Yeah, you can.
and
eat
it also
as
settles your tummy.
well. Yeah, it's good for digestion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite refreshing. It's like a.
Yeah.
I can't say it as minty, but
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
it's quite nice. Very refreshing.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
And
that.
a
it's
bit
good
like
for,
licorice.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
That is the exact.
Yes.
term.
Yeah.
It tastes like licorice.
Liquor,
Yeah.
yeah. So we're gonna add that, and we have feta cheese, of course. And so that's all the ingredients: pepper and salt, and olive oil. So what we're
Wow.
gonna do is we're gonna make the
no
base
pan.
first. No pan.
no
It's a
fire.
salad, no fire,
No
no
need to
cooking.
cook.
It's just throwing in a bowl, and that's done.
I like it how fast.
Yeah.
Getting faster. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Raw.
So.
You like it raw?
So, and this
Yeah.
goes very well with the pide that you ate just now.
Yes.
So it's orange on the side, yellow on the side, and colorful,
And your colors of the rainbow. as
That's right,
usual,
yeah, and it will attract children to eat them.
Okay, so what do we do first?
So we will make the sauce.
Oh, it's a
so,
sauce based
so it's
item.
basically so it has the salad dressing.
So first up, we're gonna have.
olive oil.
Olive oil.
Basically 1 tablespoon. Just
Okay.
pour it
Okay, let's see.
into the bowl. Yep.
All right, so she ring the bell first to let everybody know it's starting. Like,
Ding, ding, ding. All right, okay.
Bell.
So you have a plate beside, so you can just, you
the-
can throw
Okay.
the chili.
Okay, I'm gonna help her with the chili. All in?
Yep.
All right, so it's not gonna be too spicy because actually it's just
Yeah.
the fragrance of the chili, isn't it?
Yeah. I would like to scrape
Scrape
off
it all out.
everything.
Yeah,
don't
everything, huh?
don't waste food.
I'm
Yeah.
the lazy man kind
Yeah.
of cooking stuff.
All right. So and 1 teaspoon of lime juice.
Okay, so we actually have the lemon that is
Yep.
here. So you
Okay.
can just have 1 teaspoon in.
Yeah.
If you
Like
like it a
that.
little bit more sour, they
You
can
just
have
add a little bit.
Okay, you
more.
can.
There
She
we
likes
go.
the
If you like
Yeah.
the sour
zesty
taste.
flavor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. And 1 teaspoon of fennel seed.
Okay.
Fennel seed really tastes quite interesting. And
Yeah.
there's-
It is,
it's
right?
not overpowering. I would have imagined it to like just give me a little bit of twist. But there
Yeah,
wasn't.
it does.
was just
No,
a
it
nice,
does.
refreshing
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
Yeah. It's quite pleasant.
burst.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's good. And then you whisk everything together.
So my breath is gonna smell so nice.
Yeah. And the digestion is going to be very good too.
Yeah. Also, fennel seeds are also good for
Digestion. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, talking about seeds, right? Is there any seeds that is really good for eye health? You know, I know about wolfberries lah, but is there any alternatives?
Actually, I would say seeds in general are very high in omega-3 fatty acids,
Yeah.
which is really an excellent thing for eye health, especially for disorders like diabetic retinopathy and age-related eye diseases.
Diseases,
Yeah, age-related
What
macular
kind of seeds
degeneration.
then? Like sunflower seeds?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you have
yeah,
all seeds. Yes. And,
Yeah.
Watermelon seeds?
Yeah,
Nuts
so-
as well, like
yeah.
pistachio nuts.
Durian
high
seed?
fat.
no,
but good
durian
fat.
seeds.
It's durian season now, right?
No, I don't think
No,
so.
I know that
I don't.
jackfruit
It's
seeds
not
we do-
edible.
Oh yeah, you can
We
actually
do
cook
boil
them,
it
right?
and-
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can.
For Asians, we boil the jackfruit seeds.
Jackfruit. Yeah,
I
but
thought we
it's
can do the
just
same.
basically starch.
So
Yeah.
that's nothing good.
No.
Not much. It's
Mama,
basically starch.
you've
Yeah,
been
but it's
lying
good.
to me
Starch
for
is
the
good as
longest
well.
times.
Yeah. So
But
let's move
yes,
on
I'd
to
say
the
sunflower seeds are
next
probably, yeah.
ingredient. So we'll add now the rest of the things, which is corn.
Okay.
Okay, so 1 can of corn. Just
The whole can?
Yeah,
The
whole
whole
can
thing, yeah.
of corn.
Dive it in. Fantastic.
Right.
I like corn, man.
Yeah, yeah, it is nice.
I'll
Actually,
just
it's
mix it
sweet and nice. Yeah,
around.
you can
Yeah.
just mix it together. Add everything first, and then you can
Okay,
just mix
sure.
it.
So everything just goes
yeah,
in
2
now.
tablespoons
Wow.
of parsley, 1
Get that
bunch
aroma.
of spring onion.
You get a nice, refreshing taste of the spring
Okay.
onion.
Yep.
And I love
feta
feta
cheese. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Feta
Okay.
cheese doesn't make you fatter. Alright, it's actually one of a very good choice
Yeah.
when it comes to your salads, right?
So you can actually
Wow, look at
stir it
that.
Well, look
together.
at it. It's an amazing
Yeah. So you
combination.
just crumple it, the small pieces as well.
Sure.
That we have.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're flipping it
Yeah.
through. You can see the colors.
Just break it up a
combining.
bit.
And then you season it with salt and pepper. So I like to have a bit more pepper. It tastes nice. Okay, great. Looks good. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to let Joanna have the honors of putting the pepper.
Sure.
Oh, she knows it.
Of course. And it seems like you're the only one.
that
Okay, never mind. That's
enough?
great. Sounds
Just
good.
like
Look,
that?
fantastic. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And a bit of salt.
I thought she would
Okay.
be like me, don't know how to open the bottle. I was trying to break it apart then. I was like, how come it doesn't open? And it just keeps doing crack, crack, crack.
Yeah. And it should use like where do
That's
you
the
do
opening.
What can I say? I don't know what to
And
say.
So funny. I know.
It's
Yeah.
done.
Stir it together
Very
and
good.
we're done.
Actually,
Yeah.
it looks
Let's
really
get
impressive.
The season. Okay, so just be aware of the salt because feta is a bit salty. So a pinch
yeah,
of
yeah,
salt
correct.
will be enough. And if you, I mean, for me, I will go away without salt.
Let's just scoop it in. I'm looking forward to the feta cheese. You know, while we are at
There we
this
go.
point, right? We mentioned earlier on, with eye care and eye
Yeah.
issues, because we have so many people who are now going deeply into their mobile phone screen times. Any
Yes.
advice that you want to share with the viewers over here?
Sure, yeah. I think, in this day and age, it's very prevalent for children and even adults that spend a lot of time on the screen, especially with home-based learning and things like that. They're doing it more and more. So, I can maybe give you some tips about how to, minimize symptoms that will come about. You can actually take breaks, frequent breaks. You can use the 20-20-20 rule, which is like taking a 20-second break after 20 minutes of screen time, and by looking 20 feet into the distance. So that's equivalent to about 6 meters or even further. So just looking out the window, even closing your eyes, it will help to relax the eye muscles. So the thing is about when you're looking at the screen is that you don't tend to blink as much. So you're actually keeping your eyes open. longer and it becomes dry. And another thing is that you're focusing on very near. So, your eyes can actually get into a spasm. It's actually called an accommodative spasm. So your
But do you
muscle
feel
can
it?
cramp.
Do you feel it? Like,
You
like
don't
suddenly
feel
like-
it, but the symptom,
No?
you don't actually feel anything, but you'll have symptoms such as blurred vision or
yeah.
headaches and eye strain.
I had that like a couple of weeks ago when I was watching my program. Then suddenly when I look around, like everything was blurred for a couple of
Yeah,
seconds.
exactly.
right?
And all it is
I
is
got
that
scared.
your muscle cramps
Yeah.
and then it can't relax again.
Oh.
So, you are not, when you look far, everything looks blur.
Yeah.
Well, with
Yeah.
all that information, I hope it works for our viewers out there. And now we're going to dive into
Sure.
this
Yeah.
fantabulous, what do you call this again? Feta cheese?
Corn feta
Corn
salad.
feta salad.
Yes.
Corn feta salad.
Delicious.
Oh,
It's really, really refreshing.
I love
Well,
the feta.
great.
Yeah. It's such an awesome salad to have by the poolside
Yeah. Yeah.
or at a barbecue.
Yes.
When I read
Yeah.
the
Yes.
book,
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah.
Imagine this.
Look at Ben. Good. Yep. That's nice.
Fennel, amazing.
No, it's just
Yeah.
1 teaspoon for
It
the whole
actually
thing.
adds a zing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So while we're going to carry on eating this fantabulous salad right over here, give it a try at home. Remember to like, share, and comment. If you have any questions about eye issues or anything like that, you might just want to comment right below. We have a chance to interact with you guys. So we will be back right after the break.
Okay.
and welcome back to Wot'cha Cooking Fast Forward. And we're down to the final recipe, the bonus
Third
recipe
one.
today.
Let's do
and
it.
because the theme is Turkish flavor, I don't know what this black pepper doing here. So I'll let Parim.
Is there going to be pepper? in
There's
it?
pepper. Yeah.
Pepper?
Yes, and the drink.
In a drink?
I thought she forgot to remove from the table.
No.
Okay,
There's
so
pepper.
Okay.
Parim, tell
Let's
us a little
see.
bit about this
Dish. Okay.
Turkish delight.
All right. Basically, it's going to be a drink, and it's called ayran in Turkish.
Ayran?
Yeah, ayran.
Oh, that's something.
Iran?
No.
It's like it's got to do with you.
Oh yeah, Iran.
So basically, it's
Okay.
a yogurt drink.
Oh?
And it's very simple. You just need a blender.
Mm.
You can have a hand blender as well if you want to do it. And
Oh, can I shake it?
Can you whisk it? Oh yeah, maybe you can.
You can shake
Cocktail.
it, but you need to get the frothy thing on
Oh.
top. So that's where the best part when you're taking the Turkish drink. So you really need to shake a lot to get the
Oh, that's a
frothy
good
things.
exercise.
No, but if you have the cocktail
Get it.
shaker, it does create the foam.
Foam, yeah,
So it's good
yeah.
arm exercise because we always talk about, enjoying the kitchen and
Yes.
exercising at the same time. So
Yeah.
this is like a
Yes.
3 minutes drink, I assume.
No.
So what
Are you supposed to drink it cold or?
Oh, it's cold drink.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So use
cold.
So you can
cold.
put ice and shake it then.
You can do that, yeah. But we're adding cold water and
Okay.
it's cold yogurt, so it's going to be
Cool.
cool. Yeah, that's
like
right.
Ben Logan. Cool.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so now I get to guess, huh?
Yeah.
We have yogurt, low fat.
I just used Greek yogurt. It's okay.
Greek
yeah.
yogurt. Okay, Greek yogurt is also really,
Or
really
if you
Yeah.
can't get a Greek yogurt, you can go for plain low-fat yogurt.
All right.
Yeah,
And then we have a nice bowl of mint leaf over here.
that's right.
I'm assuming it's going to taste
Yeah.
refreshing. And then the cold water.
Yep.
Salt.
Salt.
Yes.
And
Salt and pepper.
Yes, I know. So
It's
it's
a
not a
savoury-
sweet drink. Yeah, it's a savory
yeah.
drink.
I'm going to imagine it to be a little bit like a salty lassi.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
is. Yeah. So the basic ingredients: water, yogurt, and salt. That's the basic. So you can actually spark it up with pepper, mint. Even you can throw cucumber. We want to. Yeah, and it makes. It's quite versatile. Up to your own.
Other than that, you can just add anything that you want, as long as it goes along with the
That's
food.
right. Yeah, as long as it
Don't
goes
add
And it's
along.
going to be blended
anything,
anyway,
yeah.
so it will.
Don't
all
Yeah, it
be-
blends a
yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Turkish smoothie basically.
So what's the first step?
Okay, so we're gonna
Alright.
add the yogurt. It's about 300 grams of yogurt. Just
Okay,
add
so,
everything inside.
Joanna,
Okay.
Just, yeah.
I'm going to put it in your good hands.
Yeah.
Because my job is to taste it.
Let's whack it in.
I love
To-
the
to guide
flavors
you.
today, Parim.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah,
Make
I'm
sure we
actually
get
quite
it all
excited.
out.
Yeah. You know,
So-
if you put all the dish together, it becomes a perfect meal for you actually.
So we had like
Yep.
dough
Yeah.
with lamb.
Yep.
And then we have
They all
salad.
complement each other.
Yeah, it
and
does.
Just very
This
nice
is a
flavors.
very easy
Yeah.
set of dish to actually entertain your house guests.
Exactly.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
And
now
in
we-
fact, I
Yeah.
find it also like with the salad and then this yogurt
Yeah.
very cooling and
Yeah.
refreshing for hot weather.
Yeah, for hot weather, summer,
Yeah,
it will be
exactly.
just great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantabulous.
And then your guests will be like, "Whoa, it looks so complicated,"
Yeah.
but it's not. It's
Yeah.
So
Easy
it's
Impressive.
Easy works, but looking good.
I
right?
know.
Yeah.
Yes.
So everything
and
in?
then about 1.5 cup of water, cold
Okay.
water. Yeah.
1.5 cup. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll help you
See
with
if
that
will
one.
just sit there.
So that you can sit it down.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 1 cup.
It's less than.
More. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
She
Because it's a
likes
bit more watery. Yeah. 1.5.
So if I like it thicker, I can have it.
Yeah. Then it will be like lassi already.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That's enough. Yeah.
Okay, 1.5.
Okay. Great.
There's a lot of overlapping,
Overlapping,
of Indian
that's right,
and
yeah.
Yeah, so
Turkish with the spices
And it's a
yogurt.
very, very. If you
The
go to Turkey, this is a really common drink everywhere on the street. So a handful of mint.
Mint
Just throw it
handful.
in.
Just a
Yeah.
handful, not all.
You can put if you want a bit more minty. Yep.
okay.
I like the minty flavor.
Okay,
so a
sure.
bit more
Yeah.
is fine.
Put a bit
Right.
more.
So you leave
okay.
it rest for
Then
the.
like the whole
Sure.
water of pepper.
No, a pinch of salt.
All right, now I'll let
You
you,
can-
do the salt-based stuff.
But you,
No, I'll do that.
just a
bit,
pinch?
yeah.
Just give it
Okay.
a nice roll. Very
There we
natural.
go.
Ah, nice.
This is
Okay.
more fun, right? Than just.
Yeah.
Yeah. And pepper. A bit of pepper.
All right, that's,
Ah.
this one I know already.
You know how to open it? Okay.
Yeah, it's learning.
Am I
Nice.
turning in the right direction?
Yeah.
Nice. 1, 2,
Two,
3, 4,
That's nice.
5.
Okay.
You want it spicy?
So what you've learned today is no matter how busy you are, there's always a fast way to settle. a
That's
fantastic
right.
recipe.
And actually,
I like that. She was talking.
So you pulse it.
right. Oh, okay.
Wow. So it's gonna be that creamy, watery flavor.
Yeah,
slightly
with a little
savory.
bit of minty sort of.
So let's do a guess. Is it gonna be sweet? No sugar
I mean,
inside lah.
yeah. So I would
It-
think
it's
it'll be
a-
sourish
yeah.
because of the
Yeah.
yogurt.
It's a
but-
savory drink. It's not a sweet drink, but it's not like it's going to be hot. You know?
Usually, savory drinks are really good to kick off your appetite, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like a, what do they call it? Aperitif?
Yeah,
Is it?
a-
Like you have it
a
before.
small appetizer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Kicks off your palate. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, and then I'm going to top it up with
Cucumber?
Some
not a cucumber.
a bit
just
of
a small dash of pepper right
Yep.
on top to give it that color.
and a mint
right?
leaf maybe on the side.
All right, great.
So to give it that.
Ah.
Oh, and you know, the
Wow.
moment the pepper lands, you have that
Presentation.
fragrance in it. And people will be
Very
like, what?
nice.
Pepper in a drink?
Yeah.
And then you're going to be able to impress them straight up.
Exactly. Just, you know, with these simple ingredients, you can make it look so good.
So mind-boggling when I look at it.
Yeah.
Wow. So what are some of the
Here you go.
common vegetables or fruits that you would recommend to people, you know, when it comes to eye care? Is there anything that we should eat regularly so that it's good, like carrots, for example?
Yes, well, you know, that's a good question because you think is it a myth? Because, you know, people have always been saying that eat carrots for good eyesight. But in actual fact, it is true
Yeah.
because carrots contain beta carotene
Beta carotene.
as
vitamin A,
well as
vitamin B.
a very important antioxidant for your eyes, which is called lutein. But if we're talking about food, there's also the omega-3 fatty acids, which are good for the eyes. And you can find them in foods that we eat every day, like salmon,
Oh, yes.
nuts,
Carrot.
fish. Yeah,
It's
particular
all good
types
for
of
your
fish.
eye.
Yeah. It's
Yes.
nice, yeah.
So it's time for us to cheers to
Please,
good
yeah,
eyesight.
cheers.
Okay, yes.
Cheers.
Iran.
Yeah.
Iran. Iran
Cheers.
for good eyesight. Yeah. So let's cheers to this
Shall
one.
we?
Wow. Very refreshing and light.
Really interesting. Yeah, it is
And good source
very
of protein.
refreshing.
I like it.
Yeah,
Wow.
great.
So, no, Joanna, thank you for joining us. This is really what we call Joanna Gow with a Gow cup of Iran. Right? So, before we step off on this episode, anything you want to say to our viewers out there with regards to, you know, living healthy and some positivity in their lives?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I could close by saying look after your eyes, eat healthy, practice good eye habits. For example, you know, take frequent eye breaks when you're using the computer or doing close work. Drop the phone, you know, put it away, stop watching TV, go outdoors, spend more time outdoors, let your children play outdoors. It's the best thing you can do for their eyes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so like they say, the eye is the window to your soul. So
Yes.
let us enjoy great taste right here on Wot'cha Cooking. Fast forward, and we'll see you in the next episode to come. Cheers once more.
Cheers.
Cheers.
One more time.